Yeah. Step up, step up, step up. We don't inherit thrones. I engineer pressure until order appears. Maps folded inside my skull, every corner breathing a variable. The city doesn't move unless I allow momentum. Currencies, loyalties, and loyal sync to my cadence. Because command is in volume, it's time and apply without mercy. They think power is noise. Flags and speeches, a camera-friendly grin, but real authority never poses. It positions, I don't shout at the streets, I program them. Traffic patterns, hunger cycles, fear thresholds. Respect economics, a silent calculus where every action costs interest. I rose without ceremony, no anthem, no parade, no permission slip. Just a long education and causing consequence. Learning how men fold under scarcity, how hope can be rationed tighter than bullets. How chaos begs for structure even when it pretends to hate it. Salute the general, salute the general, salute the general, salute the general. Not because I demand it. Because gravity doesn't ask to be acknowledged. Salute the general, salute the general. Not because I demand it. Because gravity doesn't ask to be acknowledged. It simply pulls everything into alignment, and resistance becomes a lesson written in bruises and memory. Not cruelty, just enforcement of natural law. I run the avenues like supply lines. Every block is a sector, every rumor is a recon drone. Informants on people, they senses. Loyalty isn't emotional, it's contractual and renewable. Break the terms in the city, correct you automatically. They call it the underworld because they never bothered to study it. But I catalog every layer, every motivation, every fracture point. The dealers think they hustle, them hustlers think they rule. Meanwhile I adjust pressure 1 degree at a time until outcomes obey without understanding why. This isn't violence first thinking, this is governance under constraint, with pieces earned through credible consequence, where order survives because disorder learned its limits. And every night it's quieter than it would without me, even if they curse my name while benefiting from the silence. Salute the general, salute the general. Not because I demand it, because gravity doesn't ask to be acknowledged. Salute the general, salute the general. Not because I demand it, because gravity doesn't ask to be acknowledged. I'm detective, uneasy, calm, warden of agreements nobody remembers signing. I don't promise justice, I promise stabilities. And the streets raised on broken promises, that's the closest thing to mercy available. I see 5 moves ahead because I watch patterns, not personalities. Egos are predictable, hunger is reliable, greed is punctual. Morality changes with temperature, but incentives never lie. So I write them carefully and let men think they chose. Opposition isn't crushed loudly, it's isolated patiently, cut from resources, from narrative, from oxygen, until it collapses under its own exhaustion. And historians call it inevitable, never knowing how many sleepless nights prevented something worse. I don't wear medals, I wear consequences. Every scar a footnote, every decision a weight. Because command isn't glamorous when you understand the math is choosing which fires to let burn so the entire city doesn't ignite. Salute the general, salute the general. Not because I demand it, because gravity doesn't ask to be acknowledged. Salute the general, salute the general. Not because I demand it, because gravity doesn't ask to be acknowledged. Not a hero, not a villain, just a man who stood where collapse was accelerating and applied force with precision instead of panic. Knowing full well history never thanks the ones who kept the machine running without applause. When I fall, someone else will inherit the system, not my face, because real power outlives the names attached to it. The streets will keep breathing in structured rhythm, and nobody will remember how close it came to free fall. Only that order felt normal, and normal felt deserved. Salute the general, salute the general. Not because I demand it, not because I demand it. Salute the general, not because I demand it, not because I demand it.